New KvK story, Osiris League Season 9 on the way, no more resource nodes during Kingsland War, in-game title bot and an upcoming Ramadan event. It's a big update. Let's dive in and take a look. Hey everyone, what's going on? It's Akina here, back with another Rise of Kingdoms video. And today, we're going to be taking a look at the latest patch notes for Rise of Kingdoms, and there are some big quality of life improvements. I know a number of you took a look at the update notes and wouldn't go near them because of how long the patch notes were, so hopefully this video helps to break it down, make it as easy as possible to understand, and then I'll also give my thoughts on some of the more important updates. Let's dive in and start off with the upcoming Ramadan event. This event focuses on earning star candles. When you earn and use your star candles each day, you can send your allies a gift. You can also exchange the crescent candlesticks for exclusive holiday themed decorations, name plaques, a chance to earn a special avatar, and then also you can chat with your city's commanders to learn about customs of Ramadan. Nice event coming up. I think that will be in the game in a few weeks. Fingers crossed there is a recharge event that comes with it. Moving on. Lilith has given a preview of the upcoming new KvK mode, and it's great to see another 6-camp map coming into Rise of Kingdoms. This one is called Keener Blades, and a special feature to do with this map is the Coalition tech tree. For those of you that played KvK 3, you may recall the tech tree that was used there. There's a good chance that this could be fairly similar, just adjusted to this KvK, to Season of Conquest. Interested to see what Lilith allows with this Coalition tech tree. And could this be a difference maker when thinking about camps with multiple kingdoms versus camps with a solo kingdom? Will the camps with multiple kingdoms be able to gain an advantage as they're able to donate more to the tech tree? We have to wait and see. Also, Lilith has announced elite units, which is the closest thing we've had in game to tier 6 troops. This is exclusive only to this game mode, but they mention also mastery skills and the potential for unique active skills on these commanders. That's all the information we have been told so far on this. We're not 100% sure on anything else to do with elite units, but we know how Lilith likes to tease things in their KvKs, in their game modes, and then they eventually get released into the game on a broader scale. So could this be a hint into the future of Rise of Kingdoms? I don't know yet, but I'll be interested to see what these elite units are and how they play out in this KvK. Finally, arena occupation. Simply put, the longer you occupy a structure, so this includes the holy sites such as the sanctuary, the Hirons, you get a higher occupation level. The higher your level, the higher the buff you receive from that structure. And the interesting part is, even if you lose control of it, you keep the buff. What impacts do you think this could have on gameplay? Is it significant? Maybe, for example, capturing the Zig, then being unable to hold it, would you still keep that buff? It's interesting. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below. This next one is huge. As many of you have fought in Kingsland and found out, resource nodes are everywhere when that zone opens. Half the battle is just clearing resource nodes for teleport spaces, and arguably whoever can do that first strategically has the advantage. This update removes that as a strategic aspect. We're going to have more space in Kingsland, which means fights will be better. You can actually defend structures much better, but then also you can get more marches into attack. So on both fronts, I think this is such a great change. So big win here. A few other quick KvK changes to talk about. Either the Crusade to pre-KvK will be shortened by 12 hours, meaning there will be a new 12-hour announcement phase. This is likely to replace the previous 24-hour announcement phase, which you can assume would mean we get 1 day less matchmaking and we will enter Lost Kingdom 1 day earlier, which is a nice change. If you are not selected to be part of a domain, if you do not get registered, it won't use your crystal chests, but you won't be able to gain any either. Instant research will become an option if you buy the premium crystal supply, which is the daily crystal supply in the shop, assuming this will be a button that you can press, which uses your speed ups that you currently have to finish off research pretty much as soon as possible. I know that's a grind for many people when they're doing their tech as soon as KvK opens. And a brilliant change is Bastion Quest refresh is now down to 5 minutes. This was previously at 10 minutes. Some people are spending their entire days waiting to get the right roll on their Bastion quests to maximize the crystals they get. Taking it down to 5 minutes is a great quality of life improvement. Few things about domains. So with domains, members can now leave the alliance after they have been selected after the update comes in. Each domain has separate titles. Not 100% how this will work on domain 2 and 3 if the king is not in that domain, but it's a good idea in theory. Domains are now going to be split based on activity levels, not power, which is really interesting because power has been the sole method for how domains have been split in the past. So again, I'm interested to see how this one will play out. And then finally, in Heroic Anthem, they've modified Holy Site buffs, which we will see when the update gets launched, and they've added more barb camps. A few nice updates there. Next up, we're moving on to the Osiris League and Arc updates. So firstly, Osiris League Season 9 is on the way. Hopefully this means within the next month or two, we're going to get the notification to sign up. Along with that news, a few adjustments to skills will be made. The skills in front of you are the ones that will be altered. Running Charge, Swift Stride, War Drums, Mystical Formation, Total Vision, Hard Push, and then the two listed have more specific update notes. So there is Desert Storm, which now deals damage based on a fixed damage factor and the target's max units. Before, there was no mention of the target's max units. So will this make Desert Storm more powerful? We have to wait and see. And then we also have the max number of visits for caravans for the stocking up skill being altered. So some slight changes to existing skills, but we also have 4 new skills coming in for the new season of Osiris League. Time Warp, Inferno, Sun Sailor, and Nomarch, however you say it. The two that really stand out, Time Warp, resetting all your cooldowns, and then also reducing the energy cost for the next skill could be huge when timed correctly. We also have Nomarch, which is providing less time to capture buildings, more points when you're occupying them, more damage from your troops attacking buildings, and then less damage taken when garrisoning them. This is huge and could change the meta from focusing on the mid to focusing purely on buildings. So really interested to see how these skills will be used in the next season of Osiris League. Next up on the patch notes, we have the new Kingdom title bot, and this allows governors to register to receive a Defender class title. Defender class titles are Justice, Duke, Scientist, and Architect. Governors can then select a time slot, and the King can either accept it or decline it. Kings can also set an automatic approval. Players can then reserve the time for title reservations. And this is great because it's built into the game. It's something that many players have been asking for. So I'm hoping this works as intended. I'm worried there's going to be a few bugs with this, and I'm hoping from a leader point of view, it's not extra work on their side. I'm hoping the automatic system, you can set boundaries for what is and isn't acceptable. So for example, if there are rogues in the kingdom, if you're able to block them from being able to get titles, that would be a really nice feature. But let's see how it is when it gets released. A few other of the features mentioned: simplified skill descriptions. You can toggle between the full description or the simplified ones. With commander descriptions seeming to be getting longer and longer, this could be a great feature for helping every player be able to access each commander's skills. Skill previews for commander's skills. Attack march logic. It's very common when you're using this feature that your march would go too deep into the enemy murder ball. Apparently they've now fixed this, so your march won't go in deep as much, and hopefully it'll be more of a usable feature for kingdoms. Quick dispatch and travel is a nice quality of life update. Remastered map is coming in, which I think you can toggle between the older version and the new remastered version. AFs are now visible in the battle overview layer. Now I'm really hoping this means when you zoom out to the furthest level, you can see AFs throughout the map. Because when you're in war and you cannot, it's a real pain, and I don't know why they made this a feature in the first place. I'm not 100% sure what the battle overview layer is, but yeah, I'm really hoping it's the bird's eye view of a map. Language-based chat channels. Epic quality engineering blueprints are going to be added to the tavern after KvK2 pre-KvK, and Prime Ragnar will be added to dailies, which is some great news if you haven't got him expertised already. One of the strongest infantry commanders in the game right now. Then we move on to the personal progress ratings that will be coming in for each governor. Here, it takes your buildings, commander, tech, equipment, troops, armaments, and rates them on a scale of what looks like D, C, B, A, and S, comparing how you are versus other players in the kingdom. So for example, if you wanted to see how your commanders were in relation to other people in the kingdom, you can now get a score for that. It's a nice feature to be able to compare against one another. Does it change the way we're going to play in any way? No, not at all. But it's a nice visual thing to be able to know. It's a nice to have, not a massive increase to any quality of life. Then the final features are the Alliance member search feature, which is really nice for being able to find any member in the Alliance quickly. Pass list limit to 200 governors is amazing. It's been so frustrating having that limited to only 60. Increasing it to 200 will mean everyone in the main alliance can join the pass list, and there's even room for more. So that's a really, really nice feature. New quick approval settings. You can now write specific reasons for removing members from alliance, which is great. No more being told you were kicked for being offline for too long. And optimize searching for resource nodes. So this is a real nice quality of life feature. If another governor is on the way to a resource node, or the resource node is low, the system will no longer suggest it. That's long overdue. And then taking a look at the iconic level 5 equipment, which I've recently mentioned in previous videos, card is at the top. We'll go from left to right. Starting from the left, Pride of the Khan will now boost combo attack damage as well, which is brilliant. And that's not just Pride of the Khan, that's all level 5 Shattering Strike skills. We then have Perplexing Ploy, which will be triggered also whenever dealing combo damage. Level 5 for your legs, again, we'll be adding combo damage to this, but not just combo, it will include Smite also. So that's 2 damage types being added to level 5 legs. For Shattering Strike for ranged, it's going to boost ranged combo damage, which is probably a hint into the future of ranged and what the next commander could be. And then finally, looking at the Wailing Wolf's gauntlets, the description will be altered, and also when dealing combo damage, it can trigger the ability. So small updates, but at least it's making combo much more relevant. Finally, we're going to finish off with events. Realm of Mystique, which has got very mixed feedback across the community. They've added an auto cast feature, so you'll continually cast your skills whenever they become available, and then a troop automation feature. If someone on the team goes idle, AFK, the game will automate their troops to continue fighting. The AI will choose who to attack, what skills to cast based on the behavior of the team members. In theory, this is great because going AFK for a mode like that is really frustrating to have on your team, so hopefully that can fix it. Then a few changes to Olympia, adjusted the interface of balance mode for equipment, talents and ornaments. Highest contributor on losing side will now gain activity points, so the SVP. The Hierophant Valley map is now available for ranked, with optimized point acquisition for Hierophant flags. For those Olympia fans, hopefully these changes are good for you. And overall, that's pretty much how I feel about this recent update. There is a lot, as you can tell from the video, but most of it is really good. Little quality of life benefits stack up and add to make a really positive update. Gotta hand it to Lilith. Recently the updates have been bang on, so I'm hoping that continues. Anyway, that's all from me. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Got plenty more content on the way, including some great live streams, so be sure to check those out. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.